Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, hope you're all doing alright out there. So, simple, cheap security for your motorcycle. I recently made a video talking about a very cheap little alarm you can use in your garage that will alert you if someone breaks in. This is something I have used for a long time in the past when I wasn't entirely happy about where my bike was and I wanted to be able to hear it if it got moved. And that was by using one of these. This is a personal attack alarm. They come in very many different varieties. I will point out I kind of bought the wrong one. You need to buy one where the pull and the attachment point are opposed. These are like £4 or £5. Now, my idea at first was I thought, well, I'll stick it down using a self-adhesive pad, but I've decided that's a silly idea. I'm just going to modify this very quickly. Come on. There we go. Cool. Oh, that's good. That makes that easy. I just need to drill a couple of holes. It's just one of these little cable key rings. There we go. Perfect. Now, will these clips fit on here directly? They will. Perfect. Right, so I've corrected the error in the one that I bought. Hopefully you can find one that, you know, as I say, is going to have a ring pull on one side and the pull on the other side. Because if we tried to do it the other way, I'm sure it would have worked, but it would have ended up probably snapping. And if you accidentally forget about this, you don't want to break it. So then I need to snip this cord off. Then you take some fishing line of some sort. If you don't have any fishing lines, some very thin... It has to be really strong, that's the point. It needs a few pounds of braking strength on it. I don't know, find someone, go to a local fishing pond and ask someone if you can have a metre of fishing line. Might be worth learning how to do a fisherman's knot. Because it's the best knot for this application. So there you go, that's tied on. Then the amount of line you need, obviously, is going to be dependent on your application. So the idea of this is that you can use it in your garage. You know, you attach it to something mobile and then attach the other end of this onto the bike. And if someone moves it, then, well, the alarm's going to go off and they're not going to be able to stop it unless they find that little pin and put it back in it. By which point, you're going to have found them. That's the thing, for security with me, yes, the garage has got an alarm on it. Yes, it's got extra locks and stuff on it. But I also just want methods of me knowing that something's going on. If you found a waterproof version of this, you could also do that outside your house, or if you found some way of, you know, making sure this didn't get wet, so maybe it was inside a box or something with a very small hole in a rubber gasket or something that the fishing line went through, you could have that, you know, a bit like a claymore and a tripwire, but it's not a claymore, it's just a little sound bomb. If you were really crafty, I guess you could actually attach one of these to your bike if it was somewhere dry and have a cable like this that's double-ended that you can detach entirely. Do that at your own risk, and obviously don't use anything that's going to, if it gets caught in the wheels, is going to actually stop anything moving. I think if this got caught in a motorcycle wheel, it's not going to be good for it necessarily, but it's not going to, you know, jam the wheel. Not that I'm doing that with it. And of course you could attach this to anything. It could be, I don't know, a barbecue, your gas bottles, although they should all be locked up. You know, there are many applications where you could use this to protect something you don't want moving. I mean, even something like this is being used to play pranks on people who steal parcels. Because obviously you can attach this to the doorstep, have that in a fake parcel, and then when they run away, pulls out and starts making noise. I'm not suggesting you do that, I'm just saying there are many applications to this whole idea. Now, unfortunately, that bike isn't going to move right now, and the other ones aren't going to move out the garage unless I take them outside, and it's peeing it down. So I'm going to do an on-bench demonstration. Remember, you can always loop the line through something if the hole's not big enough and there's no way of attaching anything, and then that'll all just hold in place. So imagine you're dealing with a serious situation we all have to deal with, which is 10mm thieves. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to, and I mean you just have to watch the beginning of my video about the security alarm for the garage effort went in. So here I am, I put down my 10mm socket, obviously this can be motorcycle, whatever. Someone comes along, oh, I'll have that, lovely 10mm. There you go. Very simple idea, I know, but as I say, so much stuff gets stolen, and I'm like, you could literally spend £4 and have attached something like this to it, and you'll know if someone starts nicking it. Obviously, it's not going to help in every scenario, and it's not going to stop anyone, stop, unless they choose to run away. But it will alert you, it will give you time. It is another method of just making it difficult for them. Because at the end of the day, they want to just be able to take it and get away from there. They don't want to have to deal with layer upon layer of, what has this guy done now? Like Home Alone. I don't have any paint cans hanging from the ceiling in the garage, but now I'm starting to wonder. If you've ever used one of these to do something like this, let us know about it in the comments. I do not think this is an original thought of mine. I probably saw someone do it at some point somewhere, but it's an obvious conclusion to jump to, that you could create something like this out of this. Yeah, let me know what you did with that. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and if you'd like to help support this channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you would, then please consider doing that through Patreon, links in the description. You can also do it through PayPal, grabbing t-shirts, stickers, merch from Etsy, all that sort of stuff, but liking, subscribing, and all that is good too. Catch you next time.